The International Association of Ahmadi Architects and Engineers, IAAAE, participated in the 2023 Social Forum of the United Nations, which took place on the 2nd and 3rd November 2023 at the Palace of the Nations in Geneva. The theme of the forum was the role of science, technology, and innovation in advancing human rights and the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. The forum provided a space for dialogue and cooperation among various stakeholders, including civil society, government, academia, private sector, and UN agencies, on how to leverage science, technology, and innovation to promote and protect human rights and achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. On the first day of the forum, IAAAE were requested to run and moderate a side event titled Contribution of Science, Technology, and Innovation to the Promotion of Human Rights. The side event was moderated by Mr. Mahmoud Rahman Anwar, Public Relations IAAAE, and Secretary Foreign Affairs, Switzerland. The side event featured 4 panelists: Mrs. Mubashra Ilyas, Lead Architect for MITC Masroor Institute; Mr. Akram Ahmadi, Chairman of IAAAE EU; Ms. Grain O'Hara, Senior Advisor at the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights in Geneva; and Mr. Andreas Scheppi, Vice President Dan Basel. They presented some of the projects and initiatives that they have implemented or supported in different countries and regions, such as Africa, Asia, and Europe, to address the human rights and development needs of the local communities. They also discussed the role of compassion and empathy in driving their work and the values and principles that guide their actions. Alhamdulillah, the event was attended by around 150 people. In the end, there was an opportunity for a live question and answer, which proved to be a lively and constructive dialogue between speakers and the foreign attendees. By the grace of Allah, this was a well-received session with positive comments from attendees. Alhamdulillah.
First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Anwar and Mr. Ahmadi for this very enriching panel discussion. This is about human rights. It's about doing good in the world, and their association is here to help making the world a better place. Yes, today's world is facing a lot of crisis, and unfortunately we have leaders who have self-serving interest and not always in the interest of humanity. I therefore appeal with your organization, with any other humanitarian organization, and the UN to please try to make this world a better place.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. By the grace of Almighty Allah and through the prayers of Huzur Aqdas, we had a very successful event at the United Nations Geneva with more than 150 participants who took part in this event. And I must say that this organizing for this event took a lot of time, energy, and obviously the prayers. So we got very positive feedbacks from participants, and it was a really successful event which we had today.
So Alhamdulillah, through the great efforts of Anwar Saab, this went very well. This first take at the UN for IAAAE, and I hope we'll have many more, and also in the main hall, I hope, in the future. But afterwards we had in the takeout session some discussions on aspects of how we have to serve the communities, and that also went very well. And I think people were generally impressed with the work that we are doing, and we hope we will continue with that work in the future as well, inshallah.
MTA Studio, Switzerland.